Not today, pal. Not today.
I have some sad news.
Don't hit me with an in memoriam at the top. This is not the
Well,
pod where I cry.
It's close. It's going to
This is
affect
not,
you too.
Not the podcast I
It's
do
going to
where I
affect
cry.
you too. My favorite food reviewer has ruined sushi for me.
You have a favorite food reviewer?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't think you did that shit.
Watched food reviews?
Yeah.
Well, it's because on YouTube it gets into your algorithm. Next thing you know, I'm watching 30-minute compilations of guys reviewing
What
food.
happened? Are there parasites in our fish? What's going
That's
on?
it. So there's a guy. So there's a there's a guy named Keith Lee who's my favorite. He's very good.
Keith Lee.
And he's just very like upfront reviews the food. But can you pull up? Can you show young Jamie-Lynn the clip, please?
Video of him trying some food from Fob Sushi. Somebody slowed it down, noticing what they thought looked like some movement on the sushi, saying it was a worm. Now, the sushi restaurant said that, hey, it's when he squeezed with the chopsticks, it kind of made the food bend a little bit. Keith Lee says he didn't notice it until viewers started pointing it out. The restaurant did issue a statement saying, again, it was all the chopsticks. But Keith Lee posted a backup video addressing the restaurant and his followers. He says he didn't get sick, but he doesn't believe the chopsticks were the cause. So yesterday, the restaurant posted on Instagram saying they are closing 2 locations until further notice. Our sister
right now?
station
Can
in Seattle
we not
says the
eat
department.
sushi
I told you why you want to
I'm
cry.
actually emotional.
I don't know, Greg. I do feel like you could have a food item on there, squeeze it, and it makes the food move.
Right.
You could
No.
stop
The problem
What?
with these
No.
reviews.
R.I.P. Sushi? No Uchi? Motherfucker.
In my head right now, I know people can't see my inner montage, but it's all the sushi we've eaten together.
It's all
already.
replaying all our times at Uchi together.
Us cheersing.
We've had so many good times there. Bo's first sushi together.
It's my favorite restaurant.
How do you, I mean, like,
How do you recover from
I-
this?
yep, where's there to go? What the fuck are we eating now? Meat? Just meat? And chicken?
Meat Sundays. Get ready for Meat Sundays at Jamie's house. I mean, it's so
There's,
sad.
you know what though? I will say one time I remember in LA, you know, like farmers markets was like such a big thing there. They had such great farmers markets. And I remember buying like all the produce there, and I was washing like broccoli or something, and there were worms.
No more broccoli. No more broccoli dinners for us.
But I mean, it was from the ground in like somebody's farm. So
that also feels kind of more okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, sometimes like I see a bug in lettuce or like
rattled.
what this fucked
Did Cutter
me
know
up.
this? Had you sent this to
I
him
had
already?
not sent it to Cutter.
Because you know he couldn't have kept that from me.
Yeah, and just I don't like spreading sadness.
How long
but
have you been
I
sitting
did
on
it
this?
today. I've been sitting on it for a while, actually. Yeah, I've had it in the run of the show for a while, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And I was like, we have to start with it, otherwise I'm not going to pull the
a couple
trigger.
nights ago. Thanks a lot.
I know, it's really. Here's why I love sushi too, right? Because it's like normally when we go to dinners, it's like you're feeling a little fat after you leave, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, we feel like shit, we ate too much or this, but you feel so good after sushi. You feel healthy. You feel like you did a good thing, and it was delicious. And now I don't know. I mean, it's gone from like my favorite thing to do to now I'm like, I don't even know if I can go eat sushi.
Do you think you could like go to Uchi and be like,
I think I have to.
Tell me the truth, guys.
Well, I think I just have to do like a mental block. I think I have to, because I have to go sometimes. Well, I can't just be. Am I done with sushi forever? That would be so sad. I can't live like
what's the
that.
sketchy restaurant you went to? I'm really trying to save this for us.
You know what they say? They say one day at a time.
They do.
And that's what you can't. I can't think I can't have sushi ever again. But you know what? Today, I will not eat sushi.
Okay, same. Not today.
Pal, you got to do one day. You got to do one day at a time.
Okay.
There's a new type of ASMR. I didn't want to show it to you, but
Wait, so this is, you didn't think this would bother me? Ew. 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 That's worse than the other shit.
yeah, I'm not gonna.
I can't, you have to tell me when this is done so I can put my headphones back in.
Jamie, come on. You can.
I don't want to listen to her mouth.
Well, that's ASMR. Look, right here. So, Jamie, this has over...
I'd rather eat sushi worms.
This has...
Listen to this
Really? This has over 500,000 views on YouTube.
No,
So-
I'm not impressed with that number.
Really? Well,
No.
don't look at the number of our pods. How about this girl?
Ew! Please stop.
I didn't push the button. I'm hands-free. I didn't do
It's
that.
really hard for me to put these back in my ears correctly. Please stop. Oh my God.
So,
Ew.
again-
There's nothing. I actually despise like mouth sounds and like saliva sounds and like even in like, you know, when you're doing like sexy time, like I would
Oh.
wish I wore earplugs sometimes because I don't like the sound.
I don't think you really like much about sex when we discuss sex. You seem to kind of want to avoid every part of it, really. But
It's perimenopause. I don't
we're
like
blaming
those
that
sounds.
now?
It's
Yeah.
the truth.
no, I know. Listen, it all comes
It's all
down
the
to perimenopause.
Finally, women have found something to hang their hat
New
on.
buzzword, guys. Perimenopause. Shout out
We'll
Perry
get-
Caravello.
Do a little hashtag perimenopause. I bet we'll get a couple more clicks on this YouTube.
Well, if you wanted to get us clicks, you could just start licking this camera.
Ugh,
That's
never.
all the
Not-
rage.
Never.
You just
I'll
start
never
licking that
sell
camera.
out.
We're flying.
I'm
Oh
a
no.
mother.
Here's what I would like to do one day is do an ASMR episode with you, if you would do it. But no licking.
I
You
would
don't have
never survive. I'd have to take a gummy before or something.
I mean,
so that I
even
could.
you're making it even better. Yeah, a high ASMR from Jamie Lee.
Fine.
Yeah,
We'll plan
and we
it.
just we'll have little different things here.
Is this ASMR? This
You
is
just-
my iced coffee,
No,
everybody. I
wait.
could get down with this type of shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the mouth sounds.
Can you do like a slurp ASMR thing? No. You gotta pull the straw up and then like somehow like
I don't know.
sip at the top of it. Maybe
I'll get a better thing to slurp with.
try sipping at the top and then like letting it.
Sipping at the top.
Yeah. But making a noise, like you know when it's like right at the top, when your kids are like, what do you call that?
Oh,
That's ASMR.
people would like that.
Love
I could
it.
do that all day.
That's what I'm saying,
I can make money like that.
James. Yeah,
Wow.
we're scraping
Okay.
the bottom of the barrel over here. Let's
we
send
have
us to the
plan
top.
it accordingly though, because if I'm taking the gummy, you know, I need to be off mommy duty in the afternoon type of thing.
And listen, I know a lot of people out there don't like ASMR, so what we do is I think we do the first 10 minutes of the show regular and let people know, hey, the next
What's
portion of
coming?
the show is going to be ASMR. We're going to get a whole bunch of different things. I think even this would be ASMR, like, right?
Office sounds, office, cafeteria, school sounds.
Yeah. We got to figure it
Great.
out, James.
Great.
Put your hand in the bucket and just
Oh, yeah. Here we go. A little ASMR.
It's a little not today pal sounds. The cup.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Wow. Robbie's water.
wow. We're really
Read your secrets now.
we're really doing it here. So there's the guy. Remember that guy Fletchy Too Fat, the rapper?
Yeah.
So he on the channel that I found him on, I get like suggested stuff, and look at the one I was suggested this week. Look at the guy's. It's just this photo. Look at the guy's sweater on the right.
Oh, how?
Oh, how?
I said, oh, wow.
Oh, might want to run
It's-
that back.
Oh, how?
Oh, how?
I did. So this is an Italian rapper,
He's like a smooth kind of operator,
but he has
singer guy.
has two Italian flags.
Right? No, that's what I'm saying. He's just not a rapper. You know, he's like a singer. He's an Italian
He's a
singer.
crooner.
Yeah, and he's doing it outside of like a sandwich shop in Jersey. And
That
this guy
is
on
a-
the right has the Tony Soprano. So,
He
which
sure
listen,
does.
I got to be honest. Normally, when I see Sopranos clothing, it just doesn't do it for me. Like I'm like, yeah, cool, like whatever.
That's a good one.
That's pretty sick. Can
Well-
we find that online to see like the full thing? Can you Google that? I don't even know.
It's Jimmy in the pool with the duck
with the duck, and it's
from
like
the pilot.
I don't know what material is that.
That looks like a terry cloth. Doesn't it look like a towel? You know, the towel material.
Oh, is that?
That's
So
wall
that's
decor.
that's the wall decor. Could you see like that in a hoodie? Yeah, it'd probably be easier to find on Google than Amazon, but I don't know. Tony Soprano duck hoodie. Yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
And look at the
there it is.
back.
How much is it? Oh, I like it.
I mean, listen, again, it just
Look,
doesn't.
he's even on the arms. Oh, wow.
Soprano's clothing does not do it for me. This is a 10 out of 10.
I agree.
This is fucking sick.
That'd be a great beach cover up.
Yeah, this is Jamie. I think we got to wear these in your house watching.
We should
watching
wear it on the
football.
pod.
Oh yeah, we should wear it on the pod too. But us watching football next year.
Oh yeah,
Come
what
on.
What if it's lucky for us and we got to wear it every Sunday?
I'll never take it off. If you give me a good run of luck,
Yep.
Robbie will never take it
Yeah.
off. So I want to go back. I want to talk about are kids getting their tonsils removed still? Because I never hear that anymore. When I was a kid, it was like tonsils, tonsils, tonsils.
Yes.
They are.
Yes. Kids who get chronic strep are getting them removed. Like, I think I had told you when I took Jack when he was 4 to get tubes in his ears because he was getting ear infections all the time. We showed up at 6 a.m. There was 30 children in the lobby that were all lined up to either get tubes in their ears or their tonsils out. It was like a factory. And they would wheel them back one by one. Every 15 minutes, in and out of surgery, one kid. Tonsils, ears. Tonsils, ears.
Sounds like an adrenochrome operation to me.
Well,
Booth boys?
whatever it is, they're cashing in. But yeah, kids do. Apparently, getting it done as an adult is brutal. One of my best friends, Stephanie, who you know, got it done as an adult, and that was a very rough recovery.
Listen, I'm not into that doesn't sound cool, Like there's a few things they tell you the rollerblade. You're like, I don't know, somehow they got me with that. Like that's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're like, I'm 40 and I'm going to get my tonsils removed, it's like you're kind of a loser. I don't know.
I don't think it's a choice. I think you have
I don't know,
to.
but you just kind of, it's like, you fucking nerd. Like, it just feels a little like, come on, get your shit together. Don't get your tonsils removed when you're 40. Now, cut to me 2 years from now, I might have to get my tonsils removed for some reason, and then I'm not cool, and that's fine.
You in that type of recovery,
What's the recovery?
I mean, very painful from what I understand. When it comes to spending, sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind. That daily coffee habit, those streaming subscriptions, they add up fast without you even noticing. Rocket Money helps you spot those patterns so you can do something about them and keep more money in your pocket. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. See all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For ones you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when they use all of their app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/nottoday today. That's rocketmoney.com/nottoday, rocketmoney.com/nottoday.
Guys, you know what I have at home now? The iRestore Elite, which is a very comfortable helmet that you could wear when you're watching shows and you forget it's even on your head because it's so comfortable. Are you tired of bad hair days? The iRestore Elite uses 300 lasers and 200 LEDs to regrow hair effortlessly. While you chill with a show or a book, April is all about fresh starts. Flowers bloom, the sun sticks around longer, and it's a perfect time to focus on you. The iRestore Elite fits right in. Lightweight, hands-free, and backed by science. It's the self-care upgrade your hair has been waiting for. Boost your iRestore results with the Revive Plus Max Growth Kit and Biotin Gummies. It's a full-on hair care dream team. Shampoo, conditioner, serum, vitamins, all working together to support thicker, healthier hair. Even better, subscribe and save for 25% off and free shipping. Give yourself the gift of hair confidence this spring. For a limited time only, our listeners get a huge discount on the iRestore Elite when you use code NOTTODAY at iRestore.com. Head over to iRestore.com and use code NOTTODAY for our show's exclusive discount on the iRestore Elite. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Hair loss is frustrating. You don't have to fight it alone thanks to iRestore. Can adults benefit from a tonsillectomy? Well, yeah, I mean, they're doing it for a reason, right? Adults who suffer from chronic sore throat and related sleep apnea can benefit from a tonsillectomy. Wow.
Because let me ask you, let's say you had to get a surgery, would you not take the pain pills?
That's tough. I mean, it depend. It would have to depend the level of pain I'm in. Honestly, I would probably try and go to like weed first. I would guess if it was like unbearable pain.
Yeah, but you can't smoke weed.
Like you could do some kind of edible or like a tincture, right?
Right.
Because I can't. Like if you're just in like insane pain, because I've had I have that pain, that thing with my rib sometimes where like it pops out, which doesn't hurt when it happens, but like 3 days later you feel like a mental patient. Like you can't sleep, you can't move, you can't lay down, you can't breathe. Like it just is a lot of pain. But it also depends on which rib comes out because like they all come out, but the one like really fucking hurts. And after about 72 hours, you get to the place mentally where you're like, I'll do anything to stop this.
Yes.
Like I'll do, because you're not sleeping.
Right.
That's the thing. It's not, the pain isn't even that bad. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, the pain is 6 or something. But when you haven't slept in like 2 nights, because anytime you move or breathe, it hurts, you start to lose your mind.
Lack of
sleep.
sleep. That's why I tell you. That's why I'm not a good like baby mom, because when I'm not sleeping, I am not a good human.
Yeah, no, awful.
No.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know how, but I feel like, so it's the first, year where you don't get sleep?
No, first 3 or 4 months, I was a sleep trainer. I was like, as soon as I got the okay from the doctor, I trained those babies in 2 days.
That's a good. Yeah, I know a lot. My friends in New York have like sleep trainers for their babies.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, this is the best money I've ever spent in my life. It's like $1,000
Well, that's
something.
because you're so desperate to get sleep.
You're like, I'll do anything. Please,
I'll pay anything.
And then this lady like takes your kid in a room for a night and she's like, yeah, she sleeps whenever you tell her.
Oh, they had the lady like do it, like be there?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Our
I
friend
paid a
Ron.
lady to like, oh, of course.
Yeah, Ron, like they took him in the room and they're like, yeah, your baby sleeps now. Like just whenever.
Wow.
Yeah, like
honestly, I should do that. Because
Well,
I'm
your
pretty
kids
good
are
at sleep.
old.
I'm meaning.
Oh, you
a
should train the
business.
kids.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that would be great. You could stop all your Facebook Marketplace.
I'm really trying to figure out another career move here. So.
Oh yeah, is that you're ready to branch out? Well, you're doing author right now.
I am.
Yeah. So that
when I'm done with
branching
that.
out.
When I'm done with that.
Could you see yourself writing more books? Or you
No.
think this is it?
No,
One and done.
what else am I gonna write about?
Sleep training? You could write a sleep training book.
No. That then I'll be done. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other careers for myself.
Have you thought of any?
No.
Right. So
I'm
this
taking
is
suggestions.
this is, I imagine, like the when I sat over there and you sat here and you hosted the show and we said, well, after this you're gonna start
I know we said that.
Have you thought of any?
No.
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 It's kind of like I felt the same vibe from that as what we were
You're
just
just so
talking about.
much better at this. But yes.
No, I know, but that's the thing. If you have months, you just come up with one topic a week, and every 2 months you're doing a pod.
Okay.
I think we had this conversation 2 months ago. Yeah, it doesn't work out for us.
It doesn't. I'm just being honest. I just don't want to
listen, I love it. Yeah, of course. Listen, most days I don't want to do it either, to be honest. People really responded when we talked about MobLand, and people went kind of crazy. And also, Paramount Plus said it was their biggest premiere ever.
Of viewership?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
MobLand.
And they have big shows.
Well, that's what
Paramount
I was
Plus.
like, how is that possible when they have
Yeah,
like
like
Yellowstone spinoffs?
Yeah.
Like Yellowstone, I understand because when it came out, people didn't know, but then those spinoffs.
And Lioness, my friend Dave's show is huge. That's awesome. Well, MobLand's a great show.
Yeah, it's it's ramping up because I did that thing where I was like, I'm gonna watch one episode.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And at the end of the episode, I was like, I need to start.
I feel you.
The next one is fucking.
They left it at a good moment.
And it's 10 episodes.
That's
the first
best.
season. So
that's the best. That's such a good number.
It's so good.
It's such a good number.
What I wanted to ask you is, do you think you can remember how many episodes were in each season of Sopranos?
Yes, only because.
Oh wow! So can you Google that so we have the numbers ready? Because I don't know at all.
Only because I believe that seasons 1 through 5 were always 13.
Oh, you think so? I wouldn't think that.
And then
Let's
the last two one was 10 and one was 8. I think, or 6.
Oh, I don't think it's that easy. Hold on. So Jamie's saying 1 through 5 are 13. Wow, Jamie, look at you. How'd you do that?
Right. 1 through 5 was 13, and then 6 it was 12 and 9.
12 and 9. I was gonna say we did 84 episodes total. Where can you get a total for me?
86.
What is 75? The 86? Wow, James. Damn.
Should I be a mathematician?
for somebody who didn't even watch the show? But I guess you were on.
Well, no, but I just remember I was 13. Like that was what our season was. And then the last 2 were broken up. I don't know why I thought it was 10 and 6. It was 12 and 9.
That's crazy because my memory was like I thought the first season was going to be like 12 and then like I thought it was different every time. I can't believe we were so consistent with 13.
No, it was always 13.
Wow, 13 is a lot of fucking episodes.
Yeah, no, 10. I always think 8 is too little.
Yeah. 8 it should be the minimum. Like I loved Adolescence, but 4 episodes, but it was great at 4. But come on, give me.
But 10 is like I love that. I love that.
10's the number, and also we're working with MobLand to get at least 1, but maybe 2 of the actors on for the finale.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah. So everyone, check it out if you haven't, because we love it. And I feel like we know. Can we say that we are like, credible sources of mob television?
Yeah, I'd say we grew,
Yeah, I think
we
people
grew
would
up
like.
in I guess. But you know what? Me? No, everyone's going to say no because I didn't watch Sopranos.
But you lived it. You were in it. We're snobby. We've got, we've been spoiled. And so.
I am a TV snob in that I only really watch the best and the worst. There's no middle ground for me. Like if your show's a 7, I got no time.
But even your worst is still like quality television.
I gotta tell you, if
we're
gonna bring this up,
doing?
I got some real shame to talk about. I went down a rabbit hole just last night for the first time ever. So there's a show called Love After Lockup. And I was like,
I'm assuming I know what it is from the title.
It's people getting out of prison and they meet the person in prison like over this
like
chat.
Pen
pal, yeah, or what now it's like videos and stuff and like dating apps. Yeah, but
they have videos?
They like FaceTime every day. Jamie, I got to tell you, so when this show came out, maybe it was 10 years ago, I watched, I think 1 or 2 episodes, and I was like, they're all acting. It's fucking awful. Like, I can't, It's fake, it's bullshit, whatever. But last night what I did is I guess it's been on for, can you find out how long it's been on? I think it's like 10 years or something. And I went and I just watched like all the best of Jamie. I mean, it was so good. Like, it was the bad good. It was like the best bad I've ever seen. This guy, so there's one guy who's like 70 years old who's talking to a woman in jail who's like young and beautiful and whatever. And he's 70 years old. He's sitting on the couch in a robe and he's eating like a charcuterie board that he made for himself, which has a strawberry on it for some reason. I don't know why.
I
like
love a berry on it.
one strawberry. And at one point he's like, you got to be in good shape to love what I love. And they're like, oh, what's that? He's like, I love ziplining, I love bike riding, and I love making love. And he's like 70-year-old man sitting. Oh my God.
Wow. What a great lineup.
It kind of reminded me of Love on the Spectrum when it's like his likes are like
zip
lining. Yeah. Making love. Yeah. 224 episodes already.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
That's a lot of episodes.
And it's fucking.
How long would you think that would take you to get through?
Oh, I'll never watch them all. I'm just doing the YouTube clips, like best of. And then James, so the part that really were like, I also know a show is good when I'm talking out loud to it. Like a fucking Love on the Spectrum, a full conversation is going on, which also says maybe I should be on the show. But, so there's a guy and he gets out, he meets his girlfriend or whatever. They go back to the house or whatever. He's like, oh, this is great, whatever. They have sex. They wake up the next day in the bed. And the guy's like, man, he's like, I can't. He's like, we had sex 3 times last night. And she's like, well, what do you want to do now? He's like, I can't wait to take my first shower, like out. And it's like, imagine getting out of prison and not showering before you're like, well, I mean, if you're going to eat or something, I guess you don't have to shower. But if you're going to fucking make love to a woman for the first time, you're waiting 10 years, like maybe a rinse off.
Yeah, but I think those kinds of priorities are really shift after 10 years. Do you know what I mean? Like.
But I think if you really want to get down, you want to be clean.
Cutter would never think about showering first if he got out of jail after 10 years and saw me.
You don't think so?
Rather. Yeah. No way. We can ask him. Cutter, text me your answer.
I think he would have to. Wow, really?
No.
That's my
Cutter,
number
would you
one-
shower first
Listen,
or jump my bones first?
If I shower before bed and wake up and I'm going to have sex with a woman, I prefer to shower before.
For real?
Yeah,
What do you
look-
think happened whilst you were sleeping?
Listen, I don't know. My fucking ass was closed for 12 hours and I'm under a blanket. Probably, like, who knows
Your
what's going
ass
on?
was closed?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you're sleeping, it's just like closed butt cheeks. And then when you're having sex, things might,
Air out?
things, whatever might be wafting in there for 12 hours.
I have an answer. Hold on.
Cutter's out there with your niece and nephew answering this question, by the way.
There are showers in prison.
Wow, so lost. He never knows what's going. No, Cutter. The point is, when you get out of prison, you want to shower because it's dirty in prison, including the showers when you're showering with a bunch of other dudes. The water pressure's horrible. Have you never watched prison shows? It's disgusting in
Not
there.
my first thought. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, before I even got in bed, I'd be like, I have to shower. I want to get this prison off of me. It
Right.
also, in my head, would be like, I'm done now. It would be
Like
like
you're washing
I'm-
off the experience.
Yeah, and I'd be like, oh my God, this is my first real. Like, I would, honestly, getting out of prison, I think I'd be more excited for my first shower than my first sexual experience.
Yeah, I get
If
it.
I was showering with fucking 40 dudes every day with no water pressure, no real soap, in flip-flops. Oh my God, give me a shower. I don't even.
I was a guest yesterday on Kelly Ripa's podcast, and I don't know how the conversation got into like what kind of lesbians we would be in prison and like what type of women we would go for, and we all started just like fantasizing, I guess, about like who would be our woman.
Let us have it.
I said I would need a bit. I like like arms to hold me, so I would probably go for a larger woman. Like I would want like a manly woman,
You're saying height-wise or fat-wise?
like girth.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I want like a bigger chest.
But if
to,
she's like,
lean on.
if she's like 5 foot tall but big,
No,
you want
she's
like
gotta
a
be
tall,
taller than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, how did the conversation
I
get
have
there?
no idea now that I'm thinking about
You
it.
and
But
Kelly
we all
Ripa.
got and my friend Christina, we all got very descriptive of our prison ladies.
What else? What else?
Kelly
did
wanted
You...
Kelly said they had to be heavily tattooed, most likely a shaved head.
Oh wow!
Yeah, she wanted like the gang leader. She
Yeah.
wanted like the bad bitch.
It sounds like that's the only time that you want a man to hold you is when you'd be in prison. You're finally looking for a guy, and you're surrounded by a bunch of women in prison.
true.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Do we have a memory
Oh, we have
lane? by any
voicemails too,
chance?
right?
Oh yeah, we have a voicemail we can get
We
to
have
too.
3.
You want to do voicemail or memory lane?
You pick. Go ahead. Free. Surprise us.
Okay, let's see. How about this one?
Hey, Rob. Hey, Jamie. Johnny Questions here. First of all, I want to start by saying I'm not racist, and I've never been racist.
Okay.
Anyway, my question is, I started seeing this girl I met on an app, and things have been going great, and she's been wonderful and everything, but I'm just not feeling it anymore. And I can tell she really likes me. How do I tell her I no longer wish to continue our relationship without hurting her feelings? Thanks, guys. Love the pod.
That's someone who works for us, isn't it?
No.
No? Oh wow! I thought the way he flew in with Johnny Questions. I thought that was somebody here like fucking around. He's like, "Hey, Johnny Questions here. Can you just play the first 5 seconds of that over again and maybe turn it up a little?"
Hey, Rob. Hey, Jamie. Johnny Questions here. First of all,
Did
I want to
he?
start
Can
by
you rewind it again? Did he start with a whistle also?
It kind of sounded like a whistle, yeah.
We go
Like an accidental whistle through his
a
teeth.
whistle
while he
from
spoke?
Johnny Questions.
Hey, Rob. Hey, Jamie. Johnny Questions here. First of all, I want to start
I
by
want
saying I'm
want
not
some video of
racist,
Johnny Questions.
and
I
I've
like
never been
we
racist.
could pause that. Maybe we get a little.
Johnny Questions, you've got it down, bro. You listen to the way you're speaking. You're being honest. That's all you got to do.
The problem is he's not Johnny Statements. You know, he has trouble with this. He's good with the questions. That's how he gets in there. But then
So
he's not
let's
good
offer
with.
give her some questions on her way out. Like, you really feeling this?
Yeah, hit her with
You
some
really
questions.
think that this is
Yeah,
it?
how would you feel if I ended this?
Yeah.
And then, maybe
What if I
that's...
told you I'd rather be friends? How would you react to that?
yeah. How do you end it? It is.
I'm glad to
listen,
hear he's not racist. Also, why did we need to preface that with that question?
I think it was the whistle, maybe. Yeah.
The whistle?
Yeah, it was the whistle of a
a
racist.
racist whistle.
Yeah, but then he kind of was like, "Hey, that was just me whistling. I'm no, Yeah, Johnny Questions. Shout out to Johnny Questions.
Shout
Thanks
out,
for that. Listen, It is tough. I just heard like yesterday of somebody who had like a 10-year relationship and ended it with a text. That when you hear shit like that, you're just like, Jesus
What
Christ.
the heck?
But then also you don't know the truth of like, maybe they were ending it for a year and then like the final straw was a text, or you never really know. But I remember hearing like after
Breakups
10
are
years,
hard. But 10 years, man.
breakups are hard.
Breakups are hard.
I love when you hit us with the knowledge, bro. I love it. Breakups are hard, Yame.
They are.
No, listen. Shout out to
On
Tony
either
John.
side.
Yeah,
Tony John.
Yeah, he's a YMH cool guy. I think he coined the phrase "breakups are hard."
Did he?
I think right.
Yeah, he might actually be in jail as we speak.
Oh no!
What happened?
Yeah, just whistling in jail. Was that a collect call from Johnny Questions by any chance? Tony Johnny Questions?
He's Tony Questions.
Right.
Tony questions.
What is he in jail for?
Either his eviction or his criminal mischief. But I'm not sure. I was in the middle of doing some investigating before pod today. But.
I gotta say, Tony John, one of the cool guys, YMH recently had, to me, one of the best lines of all time on YMH, which is, he's like, I don't know why, because they show him getting kicked out of the gym, and he's like, I don't know why they're kicking me out. And then he's getting kicked out of his apartment. He's like, I don't know why he's getting kicked out of a Home Depot. He's like, I don't know why, and you're like, well, I think he starts the camera after the issue, you know? And he basically said, they're kicking me out of my apartment. I don't know why. And Tom said, well, did you pay your rent last month? And he's like, I'm not a human ATM machine, which to me is a 10 out of 10 line. It's really
It is. I'm going to use that one too.
Right, because how do you go back at that, Yeah, you're like, damn, that's true, Tony John.
Not a human ATM machine.
Like deadass though, like breakups are hard. Don't get me wrong, ladies and gents.
This is
play
Jamie-Lynn.
boys and play girls. Woo, breakups are hard, but you gotta realize.
Maybe he'd have more money for his rent if he stopped getting those spray tans.
Well, also I gotta say, can you put him back up? Does he not look like someone you dated in high school?
You love to say this, yes.
I love to be.
Like
yeah, I only say it twice a
No,
lifetime.
you said it
when I
last
find,
show
that's
with
what I'm
the
saying.
gym review guy.
like deadass though, like breakups are hard. Don't get me wrong, ladies.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you would love that. You would be. He'd be reclined in your passenger seat right there.
Oh yeah.
You'd just be leading him around town.
That's right.
Okay. Here's something that I got.
Oh.
Are bowling shoes just a scam?
Yes. 100%. I've actually stopped wearing them.
Total
I take
scam.
them and never put them on.
I don't even I don't even remember questioning them when I was young, and now it's like, wait, what? Like, I don't even. What is their explanation?
That the other shoe. I understand if you're wearing like boots or like a heeled shoe.
Yes.
But if you're showing up in sneakers.
See, I'm only a sneaker guy, so I just thought it was a full scam. I've never worn anything but sneakers.
Well, yeah, no, I've always succumbed to it until recently, where I was like, no.
Yeah, they like me. Can you look up what the point of bowling shoes is supposed to be?
It's so you don't scuff up the floor. People come in with all kinds of shit on their shoes, and it's slick out there. It's a few things. They don't want them fucking up their lanes.
But see, here's my issue. I feel like it's slicker wearing bowling shoes than anything else on your feet.
I agree. That's why I don't wear them. Oh, they're designed to help you slide.
Why don't I just go socks?
They're designed to allow for a smooth, controlled slide during your approach, which is crucial for a good shot.
I don't like this. Can you just Google "are bowling shoes a scam" and see what comes up? Maybe we Jamie, the same way that you are against
funerals,
burials, yeah, proper burials. You know how you're anti-proper burials? Yeah, I think I might be. I want to. My cause might be bowling shoes.
I
Yeah,
get behind that.
If we ever do like a live Not Today Pal, I think we raise money for
bowling,
some kind of to spread awareness of bowling shoes being a scam, and your thing could be spreading awareness of proper burials don't exist.
I like this.
Can we start this over? Let's see what our
looks
boy
like Sebastian
Maniscalco.
Let's start it over. What's our boy Sebastian saying?
Bowling. This is more my speed. My question to everybody out there is, why bowling shoes? Why can't we just bowl in our normal shoes? I'm bowling in my boots.
He's wearing his boots.
I think it's a scam that you need bowling shoes to bowl. It's just another way for them to make money.
Yeah.
She's bowling with Uggs on.
I mean, he had black rubber-soled boots.
Did he just say this 10 days ago?
Yeah, April 2nd.
That's
Whoa.
crazy. Listen, I'm not on the gram, folks. I'm not on the gram, but me and the great ones we're on we're like we're on the hill, like the telepathy tapes. Shout out to telepathy tapes, one of the best pods ever. If you guys haven't heard, we're all out there just listening.
That's it.
We're out there talking about our bowling shoes a scam.
You and him, you're on the same wavelength.
Same wavelength.
Love that for you.
Did we have a memory lane before we possibly get out of here?
Oh.
Wow, that's a good one. See, I got to admit, you guys have been a little weak on the memory lanes lately. There's been a little, whoever was pulling them, I wasn't very happy with them. This is a fucking 10, I think.
Mm-hmm. Rob, you look great.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I look like a pizza delivery guy from
You
Jersey.
do, but you look great. Again.
Oh yeah, that's your speed. That's right. I didn't bring it up this time. Yeah, that's what Jamie likes, guys. If you're looking. By the way, I'll go to that after. Hold on. Let me put this note. Anal here, and then we'll continue with this. Yeah. Wow. What season? I would have to go with the 6. Yeah, I would go with this. I was gonna say second to last.
Yeah, you're right.
You look like such a fucking actress there, huh? You look like you're really in your
really
craft.
acting.
Yeah. We kind of all look like we're acting
we are.
here, right?
We are.
I mean, she's so good. It's creepy how fucking good of an actress she is. I did some interview for something the other day, and I just ended up talking about her the whole time.
That's
Just like
cool.
how good she was. I was just like, it's crazy to watch somebody
Yeah.
like this. But it's also like she's a reason why I'm like, I shouldn't act. Like you watch somebody like that and you're like, this is another thing. You know what I mean? It's like when you go to an NBA game and you're like, I shouldn't go to the park and play basketball. Like because this is going on.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I don't agree with that about you, but I understand what you're saying.
I mean, she's just fucking, she's so good. Okay, so you're saying, okay, I would agree. Season 6, I could say the same, but I have.
Tony was in court?
I have no
it had
fucking
to have been.
clue.
Why else would the three of us be there?
Yeah, there's no other reason.
But I'm not
What
remembering
did Tony
that.
get
What
arrested? I
did-
never
yeah.
remember Tony getting arrested in the show.
What was he on trial for? I don't remember.
They don't remember either.
Yeah, it's definitely from season 6 though. I think it says episode 13, but
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's right.
Well, that would be impossible because it was 12 and 9.
Yeah.
6B. Maybe it's the first episode of
Yeah.
6B. Do we know what's going on here?
I think it was Uncle Junior. He's in court for federal racketeering charges, so that might be what it is.
And we cared?
Huh. You almost look like you got the Trump thing going. Remember you got shot in the ear? It almost looks like you have the white thing on your ear.
I think it's the woman's shirt behind me.
Ah. Yeah. That would have been
Yeah, I
great.
thought that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know why we were in court. Well, at least I dressed for the occasion. My character was like, "Well, we're going to court. Let me throw on my pizza delivery shirt."
That's such a meadow face. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not a Jamie face.
That's not a Jamie
Yeah, no, I
face.
never
That's
see
a meadow
you.
face.
Yeah. I never see you look like that. But this had to be some kind of, because see, if he's on trial for racketeering, this is me really using my brain here. I wouldn't be rushing from work to get to court, right? You would think that this was some
I think
sort
it
of
was
emergency.
Tony.
I don't remember filming this. Do you at
No.
all?
No.
I only remember wearing a pizza shirt in the pizza place. Okay, while he figures that out, Jamie. So recently we had a big social media hubbub about your advice to the young man trying to get anal from his girlfriend, and your advice was to make her feel like threatened, like the relationship is possibly going down or whatever. And then last week when we were at your house, Cutter was kind of walking around being like, Jamie, I'm not. Your advice was to say I'm not really attracted to you anymore. And Cutter started looking around, like he would turn to you and he'd be like, Jamie, you're not really doing it for me anymore. Any anal updates from the Dykstra household you want to give?
No.
No. You're just kind of so your own advice didn't work.
It's not going to work on me. I'm sorry to any women that I upset with that advice, by the way.
Did you get any hit? Did anyone say that they were upset? Wow, really?
I mean, there was like a little bit of like joking with it, but it was like, if a girl's not into anal, she's not into anal. So if like you're going to have to pull out all the stops, and that might be the only thing that works, was my advice.
What was the pushback you got? Shout out pushback.
I mean, there was a series of different types of commentary, but just being like, yeah, that's, like threaten the relationship. Way to go, Jamie. Like that type of stuff.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Yeah, as long
I
as
didn't
you
mean to
didn't
upset anybody, but you know.
But then I bet you got a lot
I'm not
of...
here to please anyone.
I bet you got...
either.
There you go. I bet you got a lot of high fives, too.
I did.
By the way, I'm not here to please anyone. That's also what you said to Cutter when he said he's not...
That's right.
Looking at you the
That's
same
not what
way
I'm
in the
here
kitchen.
for
You were like,
anymore.
well, I'm not here
I'm
for
not
that.
an ATM machine either.
He's like, I'm not attracted to you anymore. You're like, I'm not here for that. Oh, man. I can't wait to get married and have kids, and it just seems like bliss.
I know. You're looking so forward to it.
No. But, can I tell you this?
Mm-hmm.
On the Love After Lockup, of course, 99% of my inner monologue is this is insane. And then one girl, I was like, I think that could be my speed. Because she got out, she gets married to the guy. She goes, can we get married in... She goes, can we get married in sweatpants? I was like, this might be my girl. Married in sweatpants. That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I just want a woman
Like
who wants to
good,
get married in
like
sweatpants.
super soft, like Aviator Nation, like top and bottom.
I'm either we both do all black, we both do all white,
I
half
like the
black
all
and
white.
half white, or she's
like an
in
off-white color.
She's in white, I'm in the black.
Like cream and white.
If we just get
super
married,
chic
I mean
on
that
a beach.
that would be 40% of the battle to me. Like when I think about marriage and like if
It's because of the wedding?
yeah, of course. If she was like, hey, we could just go downtown in sweatpants and do it, I'd be like, well, what? It's like almost all of it. Because here's the thing. I know so many people
Coming
who get
around to this, Rob.
I know so many people who get married, and can I tell you, 6 months leading up to the marriage, all the wives are miserable.
Because of the wedding?
Because of the wedding stress. Because most of them have a regular job, and then on top of it, you have this new
Yeah,
job.
but they're more miserable when the wedding is done. And the letdown. Like, they say they're miserable, but they're loving it. They're loving the planning of it.
You think so?
Most of the time. Yes, I think.
So, on top of your threatened advice, the other advice to men is when women say they're miserable, they're actually loving it.
When it comes to planning a wedding.
Only planning a wedding.
I'm sure I can think of others. You just have to give me some time. You just have to give me some
There's a
time.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Because I see genuine hatred, and then also on the day of the wedding, like 6 hours before, they're all a mess. Like this person got my eyelash.
Wasn't.
No,
I was super chill. I mean, you were there. Yeah, no. I mean, maybe it's because like we had a kid already,
and it was your
like,
second,
right? Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I bet
like,
that's way different.
And we scaled it down so much, and like my focus was to have a good time. Like I just wanted, and I figured if I'm gonna set this up so I have a good time, I think everybody else will too. And we had the Spasmatics as our wedding band, which is, shout out Spasmatics. They're an 80s cover band.
Yeah, they perform like right down here every Saturday or something.
I
Yeah,
know.
They're a big. Is that where you found them here?
No, they performed in LA a lot, and I had seen them at different places. And Cutter and I both love 80s music, so
They were great.
They were so fun.
Yeah, they were really. It was a good time. You seemed like you had a blast.
I did.
At your
I had
wedding.
so much fun at my wedding.
At your second wedding. I don't know the first one. Did
First
you have
one,
fun?
no.
Did you have fun though?
I wouldn't call it fun. I mean, I think it was like joyful at times. I think I was overwhelmed. That's what I would say it more. And it's not anybody's fault. I'm not blaming, and I'm not trying to like piss on a moment that I wasn't like, didn't not necessarily not believe in what I was doing, but I was 22 years old, and I think I was just very overwhelmed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right, before we go, do we have the why we were in court?
Yeah, so it looks like Tony's arrested for possessing a gun that can fire hollow point ammunition. And it's basically, it happens right before Tony, Carmela, and Bobby, they all go to the cabin because they're just kind of trying to lay low. I think the episode is Soprano's Home Movies, season 6, episode 13.
Thank you for getting down
Thank you so much.
to the bottom of that
So
for
glad
us.
somebody watches it.
Yeah. All right, well, we will see you guys next week.